Hello, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Welcome to Above the Fold, a segment here on Talking Logistics where we focus in on a news item in the world of supply chain and logistics from the past week or so and provide a brief commentary and a question for you to provide your perspective on. And the commentary this week is on the rising number of trucking company failures that are being reported. The most recent one came just last week where Timmerman Starlight Trucking Company announced that basically it was shutting its doors. And this is the sixth trucking company failure since the beginning of 2019. So the question is, are these just like isolated cases, or are they warning signs about the state of the industry and the economy? If you read the article that was published by the Modesto Bee about Timmerman, they quote the CEO, and he says, "We try to provide a healthy work environment for our employees and give them the best wages and benefits that we could. But in the end, the rates that were available did not support the cost structure needed to compensate our employees appropriately." Now, last year when capacity was tight, we talk about the driver shortage and so forth. We saw many trucking companies increasing wages, increasing benefits, and so forth. But if you look now at the current state of the market in 2019, certainly demand is much softer than it was in 2019. Capacity is up. So rates have started to come down. So we're kind of getting back into this normal kind of cyclical nature where now it seems that the rates that are available in the market are not supporting the cost structure that these trucking companies have, because in addition to higher wages and benefits, there's also higher insurance costs, higher, taxes, and fuel costs are also going up as well. So, while some of that can be mitigated through fuel surcharges, some of the smaller carriers, cannot, do not have those programs in place. So they kind of bear, some of the bigger impact from fuel as well. So anyway, the question is, what should shippers and carriers do in response to this? Again, should this be a warning sign, and should your strategy change moving forward? Is this just a typical, trucking market, kind of the pendulum swinging in the other direction now? To me, it's always the case where, it's feast or famine. And, there's a lot of talk about being shippers of choice when, capacity is tight. And then when things get softer, shippers may be tempted to beat upon their carriers for lower rates and so forth. And then you get into these situations where, carriers end up going out of business and the whole thing just repeats all over itself. So again, I think this is a kind of prime opportunity for the more progressive shippers and carriers out there to really, take that long-term view, take that more partnership view, and try to weather whatever conditions might emerge, moving forward. But at least at this point, it seems like, the pendulum is definitely swinging in the shipper's favor now. And the question becomes, what to do about it. So anyway, love to get your perspective. Are you seeing this as a shipper in the market? Are you seeing rates going down and capacity opening up? And how are you approaching your carriers? And carriers, what are you doing in response to what's happening out there with regards to rates and, what's happening in the market overall? So post a comment, and I'd love to get your perspective. Have a great day. Bye-bye.